Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast. And I have Keshav with me. And Keshav would like to know if Harshad Mehta is a villain or a hero.
Yes, sir. Sir, I saw the...
Is he a Robin Hood or is he?
Sir, no, sir. Someone who is mentioned as the Amitabh Bachchan of Indian stock market.
No. Don't put Amitabh Bachchan in the same...
Sir, no, sir. He's mentioned like that in a magazine.
No, I'll tell you. Yeah, he's mentioned like that in a magazine because to entice you guys into reading it, they say all this stuff. But he did break the law.
Sir, how did he break the law? Sir,
How did he forged paper.
Okay.
Forged paper means what?
Faked it. Means, faked it.
Imagine you fake a mark sheet, college mark sheet. Okay. Then you're a criminal. No matter what you use with it. You can't forge currency and then say I was helping poor people.
Correct, sir. But wherever I studied
and
about him...
he did not do anything to help anybody. He helped himself. And because he was busy helping himself, people also knew about it, were taking advantage of the situation.
Yes, sir. But on the time of him investing in the stock market went skyrocket. So many of the new investors who came into the stock market got so much rich, sir, on that period of time. So when I read about him in the websites and all, they said he didn't do any crimes at all. They have 23 cases on him, crime cases on him, but he didn't do anything wrong. But what he did is he just used the loopholes.
No. He didn't use any loopholes. There were receipts which were being exchanged called bank receipts.
Yes, sir.
So, he would use that and short-term loans between banks.
Yes,
he would create fake paper. And before the banks knew what was happening, he'll take that money and pump it in the stock market. And he was running like a Ponzi scheme, rotating it.
Okay.
The whole thing fell apart and crashed, inflating stock prices and selling it at a higher price and repaying the loans. Okay, there was no digital market back then, so it was very difficult. Everything was traded on paper, physically.
Okay, sir.
So he was using all the delays between the systems, and he was faking. When things started catching up, he was faking papers, forging paper, and he was giving forged bank receipts and taking money. So it starts like this. You use credit card, you swipe it today.
Okay.
The bill is only due next month. So you have 30 days credit. I'll take that 30 days credit, put it in the stock market, then I'll flip it and I'll sell it on the 28th day, take my money on the 2-day transaction and close the credit card bill and net I've taken free cash and I've used it and I've returned it and I made money. Theoretically, it sounds like a brilliant concept. But you know how markets are. So when you start getting ghosts, what you do? You're under pressure. So immediately you try to fake here and there.
Correct.
There's a famous movie. The guy who did something similar like this, who was using loopholes in the US. This movie by Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio called Catch Me If You Can.
Yes, sir. I know, sir.
So that guy, flight ticket. So he also was initially started like this.
Yes, sir.
Then slowly started forging checks.
Yes, sir.
Because the problem is, it is your greed which drives you into doing crime.
Correct, sir.
Okay? First you see a loophole. But the problem is, you're not happy in that loophole. Because if your capacity of being happy in the loophole was, if you have that capacity to be happy with whatever you have, then you will not even look for the loophole.
Correct, sir.
Because you're not happy with your situation and looking for a loophole. So what will happen is, when you take that loophole, then suddenly you get used to that and then you're like, that is not enough. I need a little more.
Correct.
That is a human
nature.
It's a tendency of human nature.
Yes,
We're
sir.
constantly trying to look for loopholes and shortcuts. We are programmed like that. It's fundamentally how nature evolves and survival of the fittest and all that. But in nature, there are no real laws. But human beings have laws and we have rules and regulations. We try to have something called as democracy,
Yes, sir.
equal fairness. Nature, there is no fairness and equality and all that. So it is two opposite ways of working is being put together. It's like trying to take oil and put it in water and telling it you have to mix. No matter how much you stir, after some time it will separate again.
Yes, sir.
So no matter how much human beings try to follow the law and stay course, it is a very difficult thing because fundamentally it goes against our nature, our grain. Because self-preservation always comes first.
Yes,
and the
sir.
problem is, somewhere along the line, we're not able to say this is enough.
Correct, sir.
Because in nature,
you want more.
You're never evolved in a place where you've always had lots and enough. Over thousands and millions of years, life is evolved like this.
Correct.
So we're always don't know if tomorrow food will be there. We do not know tomorrow, rains will come.
Correct.
So when we have an opportunity, we try and grab much as we can.
Extra. Yes, sir.
We can't stop it. That's why people become fat. You cannot tell yourself just mentally, hey, you can eat when you want. There's enough food.
Correct, sir.
You have enough money. You can go and buy whenever you want. So there's no need to eat right now.
Yes, sir. Sir, but my doubt is, at the time, you are also around, 20 years or something like that? Teens?
No, I was in my teens, yes.
Yes, sir. How did you... How...
I was like you, man. I was clueless. See, at the time, now it's social media and everything, everyone's talking about stock and, mutual funds and all. Back then, none of it was there. Only my mom was investing.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm asking. Your mom was investing, and Anand sir, definitely...
My mom is exact opposite of my dad. My dad is like you and me. My mom is like Anand sir. Meaning, my dad was a risk taker. Okay? He'll put on every IPO. He was making the money. He was working in the Gulf, making money, and he'll put. He wasn't doing day-to-day trading.
Okay.
My dad would like to place bets on IPOs and then buy the company and see if hold on to the company forever and see if it grows.
Understood, sir.
So we had, like, in his lifetime, he must have put into 500, 600 IPOs. Out of which 100 IPOs went into where, like Infosys, Reliance, those IPOs, TCS, those kind of IPOs. There's another 400 IPOs which is just trash. We have one dabba full of share papers. Those companies don't even exist. It's just legacy papers of my dad. Anand likes holding on to memories. He's very nostalgic, my brother. So we have a box full of papers.
Okay.
Other than me, my brother and my sister, because it was my father's paper, having some sentimental value, it is good as you go to the paper shop and keep it there and get 10 rupees. That's all you'll get for it.
Okay.
Because all those companies are gone. They don't even exist anymore. So that's the kind of risk my dad took. My mom, on the other hand, she was a value buyer.
Okay.
Because she was schooled by my grandfather.
Okay.
My grandfather was an auditor. Okay, he would always say you should make investments in a safe, secure, methodical manner.
Okay.
Like that. So, being an accountant, he was taught my mother to look at numbers and look at, value buying. So, my mother would always invest in where she saw value. So, we didn't get sucked into this Harshad Mehta. Of course, my mom's portfolio, when the market is growing, you also go with the rising tide. You also go up, If you own 10 shares of Tesla at $10, now it will be worth so many dollars. Yes, you also, when tomorrow Elon Musk does something stupid, it crashes, that same will come back down. So you also go up, it's like flying in a plane, you fly up, you see the atmosphere, oh, very nice, and you fly back down. But the thing was, my mother's investment in the stock market wasn't like something she worried about because we had so many other investments.
Okay.
We had investments in property and gold and all the other basic investment blocks.
Okay, sir.
This stock market was very new at that time. So we only had limited exposure in it. So it going up and down really didn't bother my mom and dad too much.
Okay, sir.
Not like today. Today, a lot of people have invested everything into the stock market. That's why Anand keeps saying, if you see it crash and you have not seen it crash, and all your money, 80%, 90% of your money is sitting in the stock market, and you see a mutual fund tanking. Today, you're very happy messaging Vinod and Anand saying, with your great guidance, I converted my 5 lakhs into 10 lakhs and I'm very happy. I wonder how many people will message me when the stock market corrects and the 10 lakhs has become 7 lakhs. They will not still message me saying, I'm very grateful for you and your brother